this presentation, we're going to talk about the deterioration of Macbeth's mind and his marriage, their marriage, in Macbeth Acts 2 to 3. Some of this is a little bit of review, but to remind us of where we've been. We talked about, at the end of Act 1, Macbeth entering the paradoxical tone set by the Weird Sisters, fair is foul and foul is fair, becoming a paradox himself by the end of that act. His knowledge that in order to commit this deed, he's going to have to lie to himself, he's going to have to play double, forces this line, false face must hide what the false heart doth know. He becomes a literal contradiction. He's hiding from himself these various levels of double negatives and falsities as the play gets underway. Combined then with the influence of his wife, who at times seems supportive, even if she is a bit manipulative, they enter into this place where we're now wondering if you can live this way, if you can have this kind of shaky morality where you can lie to yourself about guilt not really meaning as much as it ought to. The added complication of morality is the role that fate plays in this play. Macbeth has been told that he'll become king. Is this his destiny? Is this the path that he was intended to take? And if so, then isn't it good that this is happening? If it's supposed to happen, isn't it good? Right? Key line to consider here. So by the time we get into Act 2, when Macbeth is beginning to, just move this up here, Macbeth is beginning to ask these difficult questions about whether or not he's ready to kill Duncan. All of the hesitation from Act 1, where he realizes all he has is vaulting ambition, fades away. And now he starts to have this already difficult connection with reality. He hallucinates a dagger. Is this a dagger which I see before me? Or art thou but a dagger of the mind, a false creation proceeding from the heat-oppressed brain? He says at one point that there's no such thing, which implies that he maybe knows this isn't real. You could imagine in that space a turning point, right? Macbeth hasn't done anything wrong yet. I mean, he's plotted, but he hasn't killed anybody. And if he's already beginning to hallucinate, if just thinking about it is producing this kind of disconnect from reality, you imagine that he might say, whoa, I'm not going to do this anymore. This is really causing problems. I'm going to walk away. Instead, at the end of that soliloquy, he pulls up all this witchcraft, murder, wolf, wicked dreams, howl, right? All these dark supernatural images to amp himself up and prepare himself for the murder.